Dean Briggs again with Ecclesia Prayer Communities on behalf of the Moravian Watch. So much information here at moravianwatch.com. I invite you to explore, look around. I want to talk to you briefly about the protocol and flow of the Watch. We feel strongly guided by the Lord with two key priorities. One is a contending spirit, and two is friendship. And so we have people who didn't know each other before connecting, and for 1 hour a week, they're contending in prayer together. And in a short period of time, we have been so encouraged and blessed to realize that deep friendships in the Spirit are forming in different regions and localities as we branch out and don't simply try to cover our own territory, but to truly care in the spirit of brotherhood and love for the needs of one another. And so part of the flow and the protocol is this. We want to start out caring for one another and getting to know one another. Just like this, we connect through Google Hangouts. It's free. There's zero cost. We're leveraging a service that Google has absolutely made available, and they want people to use it. We're going to use it. So just like this, you're being invited into my living room in these videos. In the prayer sets, people are connecting in their home offices, in their living rooms. We want to create a quiet space, make it a sacred space. We don't want a lot of noise and distraction because we want that attitude of prayer to be meaningful with one another without the distractions. So when we come together, we connect on the hour, and we spend the first 5 or 10 minutes just talking to one another. We want to know each other's names and spouses' names and kids' names and what's happening in their church and in their home and in their community. Because at the end, we also want to pray for one another, not only for the needs of the nation. So we'll spend about 5 or 10 minutes just doing that. Then we'll, in that period of time, also get a sense of any particulars that we have felt stirred by in the Lord on the assignment before us. And so then we'll spend about 5, maybe 10 minutes just praying in the Spirit together because we really value the influence and governance of the Spirit in praying the prayers of the Lord through us. And so 10 minutes in relationship, 5 to 10 minutes praying in the Spirit, and then the bulk of the time together, about 30, 35 minutes, from about 15 past to 15 till the hour, we're going to contend in prayer. We're going to have an assignment. Often the assignment will come through Moravian Watch leadership and national prayer leaders. I'll talk about that on another video. But there will typically be a prayer assignment that everyone has so that hour by hour there is a battering ram of agreement and unity in prayer until we see breakthrough. So we're going to pray 30, 35 good, hard minutes. We want to be focused, zealous, fervent. We don't want to have a passive prayer time. There are plenty of times for Selah, restful prayer times, but the nature of the Moravian Watch is set up so that it only requires 1 hour of focused attention, but in that 1 hour, we want to give energy to our prayer. We want to be fervent in agreement with one another. We want people to pray in 30 to 45 second bursts or 2 to 3 minute bursts, but we want to readily yield time for the flow of prayer to move between the 3 or 4 and for the agenda of prayer to be covered so that if there's more than one item, we are praying through it with everyone having a chance. And then in the last 5 or 10 minutes, every group just gets to do kind of a wrap up. And if there's any particular prayer needs, we want to care for one another in that. Because again, relationship and prayer, we believe, are meant to go hand in hand in this hour. If it was ever enough to fill the bowls with prayer alone, we believe the Lord is saying, fill it with love and prayer. Fill it with friendship and prayer. And that is how we honor the body of Christ and stretch out a great net of prayer across the nation.